It is still 7:25 now, and more than ever, men are turning to easy fixes and cosmetic surgery solutions to look younger and feel healthier.
In fact, according to industry reports, male cosmetic products are the fastest growing segment in the skincare market. And with us this morning is renowned plastic surgeon Dr. John Mendelsohn, and he is the medical director of the Advanced Cosmetic Surgery and Laser Center. And thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Now, I have to tell you, I was a little bit surprised when I looked at the list of the different procedures that, men are getting, and just the sheer number of men who are going after these procedures. It's no longer just a women-only kind of thing.
No, women do not have the market cornered. Men like to look good and feel good and build their self-esteem as well. In fact, over the last 5 or 6 years, men have increased from about 5% to almost 20% of the patients that we see.
Wow.
And they're having the same procedures done as the women are having.
They are having very similar procedures, yeah.
And I have to tell you, my biggest surprise was when I looked at the #1 procedure performed on men in 2001. Now, my first thought was it's got to be something to do with, hair transplants or something like that. It's actually Botox injections.
Yeah, there are non-surgical and there are surgical procedures. So of the non-surgical procedure, the quick fixes, which of course everyone wants things done yesterday, Botox is a very popular procedure, men and women.
Yeah. And Botox, just for those of you who may not know, it actually paralyzes muscles to get rid of wrinkles. Is that?
It does, yeah. It's commonly used for the frown line area, the forehead creases, and the crow's feet. Those are the 3 areas. And it's a quick injection. You're back out to lunch or to a meeting, and usually begins to work within a couple of days and lasts 4 to 8 months.
Now, when John said the word paralyze, I was like paralyzed with fear. When I think about things like, having needles stuck in your face and these poisons that we hear about in Botox, I mean, it's a little scary when you hear about it. Are they truly safe, though, these procedures?
They are safe, and you are like many of our patients, and usually they come in with a fear, and the next thing you know, they're sitting in the chair. It really is. It is an injection. It's a tiny little needle, much like a flu shot, smaller than a flu shot, actually. But yes, they are very safe. They're FDA approved, and they've been around since the late 80s.
So we just need to get over this fear thing that so many of us have.
Yeah.
All right, and let's talk about some of the other procedures. Chemical peels.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Laser hair removal, collagen injections, and men are getting the collagen injections to do what, you think about women getting them to get fuller lips and that sort of thing. And men are getting it to hide wrinkles again? Or?
Yeah, wrinkles, acne scars, folds around the mouth.
And then one that's been popular for a long time, I think, nose jobs.
Yeah, we call it rhinoplasty, yes, and as well as eyelid surgery. Those are probably one of the 2 most popular surgical procedures that are done in men.
And again, you made the distinction between surgical and non-surgical, which explains why a hair transplant is of the top 10, maybe to 10th.
Yeah, hair transplants are very popular, but that is correct, yes.
All right. Now, we talked about the popularity of the products. Men are going out there and they're buying stuff for their faces. How do you actually find the best products out there?
Yeah, the skincare products, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, so people will sell you anything. You want to make sure that really that your skin is managed properly by somebody who is really guiding you to the best products. It doesn't mean you always have to pay the most money for it. It means you need to understand what they're doing and how they work together.
Okay, and that would be typically what kind of
products like retin-A's, vitamin C's, alpha hydroxy acids, lactic, glycolic, salicylic acid products, and many of those work synergistically. That means they're not additive. If you use 2 of them, they work better than using either of them alone.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I walk through the drugstores and I look at all this stuff, it's just overwhelming. So I'll keep those words in mind.
Okay.
And how do you find the best doctors?
Well, certainly, depending upon the procedure you're interested in, you want to make sure that somebody specializes in a certain area, has expertise in that area, is board certified, and patient referrals is probably one of the best ways to go.
Okay.
All right, Dr. John Mendelsohn, thank you so much for coming in and talking about this.
And I'm looking forward to the event January 30th that we're going to be part of.
Thank you.
Face-to-face, and details to come on that. It'll be a lot of fun.
I appreciate that.
It is 7:30, and we'll be right back.
You're watching 12 WKRC TV, a new generation of news. Now, live from Fountain Square in the Cincinnati Visitor Center at the Fifth Third Center. This is Good Morning Cincinnati.
All right, today's Wednesday, and it's time for Experience the Arts.
And this morning, we are letting you know about a photographic art display, which is going to take place next Thursday, and it benefits Face-to-Face International, and that is a charitable organization that helps kids all over the world with facial deformities. Now, the display of the photographs we're talking about will feature the works of acclaimed National Geographic photographer Steve McCurry. Throughout his career, McCurry has been able to capture much of the world's diversity in photos like these. They're just beautiful. And joining us this morning to talk more about the event and the work done by Face to Face International is Dr. John Mendelsohn, who's been on before, and thanks for coming back.
Hi, good morning. Thank you.
This sounds like a really wonderful fundraiser. Let's talk first about the display of the photographic works, because I just love these pictures. They're just wonderful.
Yeah, there are 25 works of art from the National Geographic series that will be auctioned off in a silent auction to raise money for Face to Face International.
Yeah, and I find it ironic, or maybe it was by design, that the photographs, which are really, Steve McCurry is really known for his portraiture, that it will benefit a group that will do plastic surgery on needy people, right?
Yes, Face to Face is a program sponsored by the American Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, and facial plastic surgeons from the U.S. travel abroad to provide surgical services on mostly children with deformities, either craniofacial deformities, congenital deformities, or deformities from acts of war or violence. And these plastic surgeons donate their time and expertise to help these children who otherwise really would not be helped.
And it's really a team that goes over to these. In fact, you've been to China before. Talk about how many people are involved in this effort.
Yeah, there are anesthesiologists that travel, and there are other allied medical personnel. We certainly hope that this event will wake up some of the volunteers in the Cincinnati area, and we've already had much support for people who want to go over and participate doing anything really for these people.
Because many times there is a medical need for the surgery this time, correct?
Yeah, when I went to China, it was very surreal. You got off the bus after 17 hours, and the halls filled with Chinese men and women who carrying their children, literally placing them in your arms, hoping that they would be selected for surgery. And this was the first time I had experienced anything like this. They were extremely grateful, obviously. In China, as you may or may not know, there's sort of a one-child limit. Yes. And if you were female, a girl with a deformity is really someone who's ostracized from society. Yeah. And so this was really, truly a gift, a wonderful gift that we were able to give some of these children with severe problems.
Wow.
When you can change somebody's face and put a smile on a kid who otherwise maybe would never have had one, I mean, boy, what a difference you can make.
Yeah, it's a wonderful organization.
Well, let's talk more about the fundraiser. I am thrilled to be the honorary chairperson. I'm going to be there. Yes. And it sounds like a really neat evening, just kind of casual, fun, some great food and music.
Yes, we're going to have Brianna Bauman, actually, is a nationally acclaimed violinist, and she's going to be there performing some of her music. It's going to be a very relaxing atmosphere catered by Elegant Fare, and we hope that people will learn about Face to Face. Certainly, we hope that all 25 works are purchased, and those donations go straight to Face to Face.
Yeah, well, they're riveting.
They are.
Works of art.
Yeah.
What they are. So.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, John, so much
you.
for coming in. And if you'd like to celebrate the faces of the world, this event, once again, takes place Thursday, January 30th, at Rookwood Tower from 5 to 8 p.m., and you can RSVP by calling 351-FACE.
And the ticket donation is only $15 a person at the door, which I think is very reasonable, considering you get some good food and see some great works of art. And get to meet me. Boy, that's worth nothing. I'm just kidding. You can meet Dr.
Where do I sign up?
Yeah, really. John's like, that'll keep me away. I'm teasing. Thank you.